In this video, we are going to be analysing Goldman Sachs, ticker GS. So to get straight into it, what are going to be key support and resistance levels off technical levels? Obviously, fundamentals are always going to be the key driver, but if you're looking to trade this stock either to the up or down side, these levels should give you quite good entries and targets. So to get straight into it, on the support side of things, if we continue to fade, which if markets continue to be weak, is most likely going to happen. We're then paying attention to 286. This was a first statistical deviation hit. We can see this. We've had now two big pops off this level, just showing how good these entries can be if you were trying to get long bias. Now, if we break that, we would expect to break below the 52-week low at 277, and we would expect to push down to then $265, as well as a further push down to 254. Now, one thing to note, obviously, as well, coming into early next week, we do have Goldman Sachs earnings. So this stock may be quite volatile off here. And so these levels may actually get hit depending on how unexpected their earnings are. If we do continue further, we are looking at 246, going down to 222, 217, and final levels at 180 and 142. Now, obviously, some of these levels are very far off. The 140 may require over a 50% sell-off from where we are now. Is that going to happen? Most likely not. But these are levels are just here for extreme case scenarios. But really, the only thing you ever need to pay attention to is the closest level. And by that, if you're paying attention to the downside, your only focus is 286. If we break it, then your focus becomes onto the next level as well. Because if we break 286, you come back to retest it as a resistance and it falls, meaning the level holds. Then you expect to push to 265. That's how you use these levels. If it breaks one, confirms it, then you expect to push to the next one. Now onto the resistance side of things, we do have a resistance around 307. We did hit this intraday and then ended up falling down from this level. So we still need to see that test. Again, this is why we say we want the confirmation, not just to break through. Because yesterday, we broke through this level. We just got no confirmation. We broke through, sold off quickly. So what you would want to see is a break above this level, come back to retest it as a support. And if this level holds, meaning buying pressure comes in, then you can expect to push to our next resistance, and this level will be quite strong at 328. And the reason this is quite strong is because you do have a high here, like a pivot high as we are fading, but really the key level is just you got it on the 6-month and the 1-year chart. That is our first deviation, so that is going to be a heavy layer of resistance. Now, if we did continue though through that, we would be paying attention to 350, 365, 370, and final levels going over to 395, 405, and 440. And again, the same thing like when we talked about the support, you don't need to be paying attention to say $440 because in all reality, it's probably not going to get there anytime soon. But what you can instead do is just pay attention to the levels we're sitting at now. So we're paying attention to 290, well, we're at 299. So the only two levels we need to pay attention to as of right now is 307 and 286. What we need to see is a break below 286 or a break above 307, and then you need that retest, meaning we break above, come back to test it as a support, or in the other case, we break down, come back to test it as resistance, and we sell off. Because what this would indicate to us is that the level is valid, it holds, and then if no news comes out or no fundamental changes, and the stock's just trading off people investing and trading, then you can be looking at the technical side of things, and that would take us down to 265 or 328. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, why not drop a like and subscribe and check out one of these two analysis videos.